black tip one or me? Doesn't matter. Careful, put your thing on. Hold this real quick, Tana. What's that? Careful. Nasiga-san, Lisa Daniels. My name is Riley Cross. I'm from Cowsis First Nation. I'm from Llyodminster. I'm a daughter, a college student, and an auntie. I'm currently enrolled in UT at the Lakeland College. I moved to Lloyd about 6 years ago now, and we moved here because my parents got a job at the casino. So yeah. I guess home is like in Frog Lake, but also here as well. So I kind of like moved back and forth for like a bit, but I stopped moving in like grade 10 or something. Yeah, I've had a lot of great experiences here, but also a lot of bad ones, just like with people and stuff, and yeah. I met Riley in high school, so I was like the new student, and we had science class together, and we met during a science lab. Well, I met Lisa in like 2018, I think, and we were in a health class or a life trans class, and we were doing like, we were insecting a frog or whatever. I remember her asking me for my Snapchat, and I was like, okay. And so I gave it to her. Like, I wasn't going to give it to her, but, so, like, I was like, should I just not? But then I gave it to her, and then, since then, we were, like, talking and stuff, and, yeah. We made our relationship official, in December 11th of 2018. That was, like, when we first shared our first moment together and stuff. So I think that's really, like, means a lot to me, because like, you know, it's like I never really experienced that type of I guess you could say love. Culture has been a big impact in me and Riley's relationship in the past, especially in like the past like 2 years and stuff like that, because we got Riley to start dancing powwow, which is really exciting. We always say like winning is a bonus and everything like that with dancing, and that's like something I was heavily taught from my parents. And Riley won her first special, which is really awesome and exciting, and it's just like so heartwarming to see her dance, and like she was just so cute, and she just like lift her fan up, and I was just like so extremely proud of her. And like right after she danced and won, her uncle Adrian came up to her, and it felt like it was just a sign from her auntie Irma that she lost. So yeah, it's just like really heartwarming, and I cried and I got emotional, and I was just like extremely proud of her. And like the culture is really important to me and my family, so I'm glad I got to share that with Riley too, and I get to continue sharing that with her. Being Indigenous, some people learn to like, you know, like dance and make their own regalias, and like go to like ceremonies and stuff, and some people don't get to like experience that. So I think that is very important to like learn it, at least like just like a few like words or something, or like learn a bit about like the clothing that we wear while we dance, or like during powwows or ceremonies and stuff. I feel like that's important for people to read about, or at least like understand like why we do it and stuff. Dancing is really important to me because it makes me feel connected with Mother Earth and with my culture and my ancestors. And I think it's really important because with being Indigenous, there's a lot of stereotypes. So being able to dance, it makes me feel proud, and there's more to there's more behind the stereotypes, and it's really important for me to dance POW and continue to dance and share my dancing with everyone that I can. And attending ceremonies. I want to attend more ceremonies, but it's hard when you're living in society and you have to focus on school and work and stuff like that. I just wish I could just be back in the old days and just picking berries and living off the land, but yeah.
Well, I think that I dance because for me, it's like sending out prayers to your loved ones who passed on, and like dancing for people who are sick, and and just being proud to be Indigenous, because I feel like when I'm dancing, like when I'm getting ready and putting on my regalia and stuff, I sit there for a moment and I'm like, damn, I'm really dancing powwow. Like, I never really thought I would dance, like, but yeah, I think that I just do it to pray for people, and just because I know that I'm able to dance it, which makes me proud and more confident. I think it makes me more aware that I'm like more in love with my culture than I've been. Like, I haven't been so what I said before, I haven't been so about my culture and whatever. Like, not that I'm like ashamed about it or scared to be more involved within that community, but I think that it made me see that there's more to my culture than just dancing and regalia, like the actual meaning behind those.
Riley's family and the way her family lives and everything was like a big thing for me that I've noticed from and learned from her. Since her family was like so different from mine, seeing a different side of how families are, since I was like so used to my family, how her mom is and stuff like that, and like being a single mom and having all her kids, and like I really love their siblings relationships. And another big thing was her younger siblings, because I had no younger siblings, so it's really nice to have a younger brother and sister now.
When I first met Lisa, like after a year of being together, I didn't really come out to my mom, and so she didn't know for like the whole year of being with her. Yeah, but I think now my mom is more, definitely more accepting now than before. Like, she definitely grew on my relationship, and like, yeah, she loves Lisa, and every time Lisa comes over, like they always hug and stuff. And during like say Easter or Christmas or something, my mom will always get Lisa like a basket and stuff, like just like little stuff. She'll say, "Oh, I got this for Lisa." I'm like, "Oh, nice." And then yeah, I think it made a difference by me being more accepting of myself, because like if I didn't come out to my mom, maybe I wouldn't have been with Lisa, and maybe I wouldn't be true to myself. And if it wasn't for Lisa coming into my life, then it would be like a lot different and stuff. I wouldn't have been made changes with myself and being able to go through a cultural route, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't have found myself within getting to know my culture. I think my advice is just to do it, just because there's no right or wrong time to do it. I feel like if you just were to just do it right away, it would be getting a whole load off of you, and it would be a lot easier because it's already done. You don't have to do it later or wait for the perfect moment, because that's how I was. Like, I was waiting for like the right moment to tell my mom. Like, I had so many moments where I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna talk to her right now, but like I never really did. Like, I feel like those were the right moments for me, but also at the same time, I let fear, like the fear of my mom not loving me for who I am get in the way of that. But I think that once I eventually did it, like the way I did it, I wrote like a letter, and then I took a picture of it and I sent it to her and whatever, which I feel like, looking back at it now, I think that I would have done it differently. Like, I would have told her in person instead of, over a text message, because I never really got that, like, those raw emotions. And I feel like everything happens for a reason. Like, I did what I did at that time was because it happened for a reason. Like, I'm not sure what that reason was, but I did it. So it's like, and I truly believe that everything does happen for a reason. And yeah, I feel like my advice is to just go for it, and don't let fear take over, because once you let fear take over, then it's going to be a common thing. And yeah. But yeah, I think it expanded more, because like we learned to trust each other and grow together and not grow apart, like her growing more than me or I'm growing more than her. So I feel like it was like more of a group effort, and just we're able to help each other. So I think, yeah, we grew in more of a trusting, and I guess, like, again, like, she taught me to be more comfortable in my, like, being myself and stuff, because like I was really insecure and stuff, but she helped me to grow out of that and be more confident in myself. A few lessons that she taught me was being confident and being able to explore my culture. I feel like that's another big thing, is because like I never really was about like my culture and stuff. Like, I never really grew up around that stuff and whatever, but I feel like since I met her, I've been more being interactive with going to powwows and being able to dance and stuff. So I feel like that was another lesson that I learned from her. It was like, don't be scared to like go, like, try like different things, I guess, because like that was a huge thing that I was like kind of like not scared to do, but like, because like I do have my own beliefs and stuff and what I learned from my mom. But yeah, I think that's one of the lessons I learned from her.
I think like a good piece of advice is not taking things so seriously, or like being so hard on yourself over stuff, because you're still young and you have a lot to learn. And I think when you're young and in relationships, it's kind of hard not to get like too emotionally involved, and like or like if something happens, it's hard not to get like too hurt and let it like take over yourself, when you should just be living your life and staying young and like I think a big thing is taking it slow. Because in my past relationships and with Riley, everything moves so fast, but it's always good to have time for yourself.
I think like from like childhood, I feel like being friends with like certain people and just like really brought me to become more myself, I guess. Most people are outgoing and stuff, and like they don't care about who you're interested in, or like they don't care like about certain stuff, and that's what I really like about like my friends and stuff. And I feel like a lesson that I learned was like just being who I am and being comfortable in my own skin and stuff, and not feeling judged by them. Yeah, I feel like one of those are a lesson to me.
You know how relationships deal with like a lot of jealousy and insecurities and stuff, but Riley always did so well to make me feel secure. Yeah, so it's one thing I really love about her. And I know we came a long way, but I'm excited to see where the future takes us and to spend the rest of my life with her. Definitely one with more cultural involvement. I know there is like movements and stuff like that, and like we are going more towards reconciliation and everything like that, but I'm just excited to see like how much further we can go with that.